name is Sarah Moat, and I'm with Texas AgriLife Extension, and I think I have an answer to your question. Today I'm going to be preparing stuffed bell peppers. The first thing I'm going to do is brown 1 pound of ground turkey meat in a skillet. Now, you can use any type of meat. I prefer ground turkey because it's healthier, but you can use ground lean beef or pork or even chicken if you would like, depending on your family's taste. Now, while this is cooking, I'm going to show you how to cut the bell peppers in half and core them like I have demonstrated over here. You're going to take the bell pepper and you're going to cut it in half lengthways. Now, the recipe calls for 2 to 3 bell peppers, but depending on the season, the bell peppers are different sizes. In the summer, they're usually bigger, and sometimes in the winter, they're smaller like this, so you may need 3 to 4, depending on what size you find them in the grocery store or farmer's market. Now, you just cut it in half like that, and you cut the seed part out, and if there's any white in the center, you can pull that out, and of course the seeds. You want to take the seeds out. And it looks just like that, and you're all ready to go. Sometimes the white gives the bell pepper a bad taste, so that's why I take it out and just leave the green part of the bell pepper, because we don't want it to taste bitter. Okay, there are my bell peppers ready to go. I'm going to stir this and keep this browning. Now that the meat is turning brown, I'm going to start adding the spices. I have 3/4 teaspoon of salt that I'm going to add. And I have half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to stir that up real quick. And I'm also going to add half a cup of diced onion. You need to cut it as small as you can because you're putting it in the bell pepper, and you don't want big chunks of onion hanging out of your bell pepper. I'm going to get that good and stirred up so that the onion starts steaming. There we go. Now I'm going to add half a can of tomato sauce. Now we're only going to add half because the other half we're going to use to top the bell peppers before we put it in the oven. Here we go. And then I'm going to add 1 whole can of diced tomatoes with the juice. And I'm going to add 1 cup of cooked rice that I've already steamed. There we go. Now I'm going to get this good and stirred up. We don't really need to cook it a whole lot because all the ingredients are already cooked. We just need to make sure that they're good and stirred up, and the seasoning is spread out throughout the entire mixture. There we go. Smell the tomatoes, and they smell great. All right. Now that this is all stirred up and everything's spread out throughout the mixture, I'm going to spoon a little bit into each of the bell peppers. And I'm going to turn this off. There we go. Okay, now when you're spooning this into the bell peppers, it may be a little tricky because sometimes they're a little knotty and you had to cut around the knots, but just fill them up. Make sure you get plenty of juice in there so that the bell peppers can steam. These are going to be super tasty. Now, like I said before, you need to cook it at a low temperature because the mixture is already cooked. We don't have to worry about the meat or any of the other ingredients cooking. We're primarily working on getting the bell peppers steamed and cooked and the flavor being transpired into the mixture. There we go. And you top the bell peppers with the tomato sauce, and the unique thing about this is when you pull them out of the oven, you don't have to garnish them because they already have the tomato sauce on top. So they're ready to be served, and you can serve them to your family, or if you have a fancier occasion that you'd like to do something unique with, you can definitely use this recipe. I like to line my dishes with aluminum foil because, as you can see, I'm messy when I'm spooning this into the dish. Okay, now I'm going to spoon the tomato sauce on top of the bell peppers. There we go. And this just adds a little extra moisture so that when the bell peppers are cooking, they get that extra moisture to steam, and the flavor just kind of soaks into the mixture so that it doesn't dry out or get crunchy while it's baking in the oven. There we go. Now that I'm through putting tomato sauce on all the bell peppers, I'm going to put them in the oven for 30 minutes at 300 degrees. When they're finished cooking, my favorite thing to serve them with is mashed potatoes and steamed vegetables. This dish serves roughly 4 people, and it's $1.75 per serving. The next time you're wondering what's for dinner tonight, I hope you'll think about Texas AgriLife Extension. Thank you.